Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever your time zone might be. I'm just coming in today to continue the episode and the series that we'll be talking about Africa and the slave ideology that portrays us in the past, and also for us, just to kind of have insight into the what happened at that time, and just to entertain ourselves, empowering ourselves, getting the knowledge. Now, when we talk about the Badagry slave market, it consists of different sections. Section where we hold the slave, section where you actually do the selling, section where you transport, logistics, and all that stuff. But today I'm talking about the Heritage Museum that kind of give us the idea of how slavery start to be eliminated, how people start kind of stopping it. Now, the first trade masters or the slave traders that first abolished slavery was the British. The British was the first one to start to stop slave trade. They abolished slave trade, and because they did that, it encouraged or it forced other traders in the West to kind of follow suit the same thing. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Portuguese, I'm talking about possibly the Americans, I'm talking about all of that traders. Now, we have two different kind of slave trade or slave. Okay, so the African and the rest of the world, they have domestic slave. Domestic slave, which you serve the purpose of paying, making monetary value with the slave, which means if you owe me money, you can pay me back by working for me, by being my slave, or me being your slave or working for you if I owe you money. No pain, no tie down, no chain. With a period of time, you can get your freedom. But the trade we're talking about now, I want you to follow me to join this video. You see how they have a white slave and how the slaves themselves begin to fight for their own freedom using the slogan. And you can see different area how West Africa especially was divided into sections, where certain section is named. We have from Dahomey, we have from Badagry, which is Lagos Badagry, Nigeria, and we have from Benin, what is it called? Togo. They have section for Ghana. So they section those areas, and that's why they call it Gold Coast or Slave Coast. All those areas of West Africa. I want you to join me and listen to this person explaining this thing. And maybe when we finish watching it, I'll come back to explain even more.
So yes, slave market gallery, where we have slave market in the world globally, apart from this very place. This blanketed slave market established in 1502. This place is slave market in 1502. Slave market in Paris in 1778 in France. Sumbu-Mobi, the prominent site in Badagry, where they stored slaves at Uganda. Slave market in Algiers in Nigeria in 1684. Caribbean slave market around 1640. Auction and Lagos in USA, where they auctioned the slaves. Price company, dealers in USA. Slave market in Brazil, called Salão do slave market. So these are the selected price of slave market around 1440 to 1870. The price of slave market around 1440 to 1870. This market was established by a man called João Oliveira, an Afro-Brazilian. The second one is Afro-Brazilian, half Brazil, half Africa, half Cap. This is how the market is being operated. You have two slaves, white merchant and the black merchant, negotiating how to sell the two slaves. This is the market. Yeah, we have Black Friday sale. And there's nobody that cannot sell. They sold 1 year old. And all the prices will come down, will reduce. Let's use one or two as an example. Lego man, 55 years old, was for $200 US. Lego man, 23 years old, also for 800 years old. This one is older than this man, but this one is still having age on his side than the other man. Let's go there, and at 1 year old, also for 150 years old. Slave market in USA, said about the slave market. Slave port in Liverpool. Slave market in Zanzibar. Where can we find Zanzibar? Tanzania. Here is the middle passage. The middle passage simply means the activities that happen inside the ship. How they move the slave to the ship from one place to another. Inside the ship is the middle passage. Enslaved Africans coming out from the slave in 16th century. This is the middle passage slave ship inside the ship. Arrival of Enslaved Africans to the New World. The first Africans to unknown destination, where some of them will be killed, where some of them will be used as sacrifice. And our slave ship to the Red Sea, and the enslaved Africans going through routine check inside the ship before selling them out. This is the loading plan of the ship. We have the upper deck of the ship and the lower deck of the ship. You can see how they jam the slaves together in the lower deck of the ship. They defecate there, they do all sorts of things in the lower deck of the ship. This is the Zop massacre, where 130 slaves were being thrown inside the water for the ship to be lighter, so that the ship can move very fast on the water. The example of this is the ship behind you. You are still going there. Human language, the 5-year courageous in the US coast of Georgia in 1803, the Igbo people, with shame on their neck, they hold themselves, they entered water together and they commit mass suicide. That it is better for us to die together than to be a slave. It takes courage. If anybody comes in and says, let us die together, I know the mama to go on, to run away. Even the country is not encouraging, but who wants to die? Nobody wants to die. These are the rejected slaves. The rejected slaves are called migrants. They are not healthy, they are not useful. Some of them will be killed, while some of them will be used as sacrifice. First slave back from the slave coast in 17th century. This is the slave route, standard slave trade. How the world will be slave throughout the world. Here is the last slave ship that left Badagry for Bahia. The last slave ship that left Badagry for Bahia. Bahia is from where? Brazil in 1888. Wida, one of the biggest ports in Benin, called Wida, one of the biggest ports in Benin. If the ship cannot go very fast, the white monster will be kind of water for the ship to be lighter. Some of them will be eaten by fish, some of them will be eaten by sharks. Because the white people, they don't want to die. They prefer offloading the what? The ship. Let's see the dungeon, the underground cell.
So this is what I'm just bringing to us for us to say, even though we have domestic slavery before all this slavery thing going on in the West, they have it in the white slave and all that, but it's nothing compared to what we experience as Black people, what our descendants, our parents, grandparents experience. So this is this is the truth from the horse's mouth. That we need to work on it now as people to stop to understand what our struggle is, that our struggle seems to be the same. This is my own opinion. I would like you to comment on this video. I would like you to share, and again, I would like you to join me on my zonespace.com. Thank you for watching this. Until I see you in the next video. I'm